Hey, our mateys, hanging out here at Henderson's Wharf in Fells Point. I love this little tiki bar type of thing they have set up. It's really kind of cute, and they use it for groups. And you know, if nobody's using it, you can come out here, relax, watch the boat traffic go by. But anyway, I got here, I left Tidewater, I think it was on Thursday, and had to wait till almost noon to leave because we were just fogged in so thick. And it was like that almost every day there. But when I finally did get to leave, the water was just super calm. I mean, it was flat. And the week before, I'd had an issue with my fuel tank clogging up and stopping the engine. So I was a little nervous about this because I would have to sail or motor almost the whole way. But the engine ran great. I think that pickup tube in the fuel tank was a problem from day one 4 years ago when I got the boat. Luckily, Tidewater was able to help me with it. You know, you just got to talk to the right guy. And sometimes you have to talk to 5 or 6 people or more before you find that right person. But I did find them. So I'm motoring along. And it's smooth, you know. I passed some range towers, you know, for the big ships that they use that. Not much debris, a little bit, but it wasn't much. Cloud cover was kind of interesting. When a dark cloud had come over, you could feel the temperature drop and the winds pick up a little bit, and you could even see on the water the rippling of the water. And then you get past that, smooth right back out again. But I finally calmed down a little bit from worrying about the fuel in the engine, realizing I was going to be okay. Now, about 2/3 of the way up, it did get a little dark. The winds did pick up as I got close to the Patapsco here. The winds picked up a little bit, and they were coming out of the south. So when I made that turn to come up the Patapsco, I was able to raise the sails and pick up some speed. Now, I knew my jib was in bad shape, and so I pulled that out, and it started to rip along the seam. The thread came out. The sail itself didn't rip. So when I got here, I figured I was going to have to fix that up a little bit, which I did. I got it down. I got my little sewing machine out, started sewing it. Well, after 14 years of abuse, that machine finally just bit the dust. The little gears just wouldn't go anymore. So I had to finish sewing it by hand. But that wasn't so bad. It was only a small area about like this that I had to take care of. But one of the main things I was coming up here for was Fells Point Festival. And it was only one day this year. Usually it's Saturday and Sunday. And even though the weather wasn't great at Henderson's Wharf, I mean, they had, I don't know how many boats they had coming in, but they had a lot of boats coming in for that. So the marina filled up pretty nicely. And the festival itself was, you know, nice. There were vendors and, of course, beer booths and live entertainment just about everywhere you went. So I had a nice time with that. Then I just kind of hung out here, relaxed out at the tiki hut, watching the boats go by, had my cigar and scotch. It was nice. And then the other night I went out, I did a little bit of bar hopping to a couple of the hot spots. I like the Cat's Eye. That was always an interesting place. They had music. A couple other places had some music. So overall, it was a nice trip. I'm headed back to North Point Marina on Friday, only because of the weather forecast. Well, hey, and it's not so bad hanging out here at Henderson's either as far as that goes. So it was kind of a quiet week. Thankfully, uneventful, as you like to say. You know, no engine problems, no major sail problems, no boat problems, no problems getting in. Nice time walking around, getting around to places. And the weather really hasn't been that bad. I mean, it was in the 60s most of the time. cool, a little breezy. Oh yeah, and of course we had some rain, but that's to be expected. But overall, I had a really nice time up here at Henderson's. I enjoy coming up to visit Baltimore and mostly Fells Point, and just kind of hanging out and relaxing, guys. So until next time, happy and safe boating to you, your family, and friends.